them actually easier for the citizens and investors in the time being. And Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli has inaugurated a new Premier Tax Services Center in New Alamein and witnessed the launch of a digital application for real estate transactions.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has inaugurated the Premium Tax Services Center in New Alamein City as part of Egypt's ongoing efforts to modernize tax system and improve services for citizens, investors and businesses. The opening was attended by Finance Minister Ahmed Kujuk and senior officials from the Tax Authority and the Ministry of Finance. Premier Madbouli said the government remains committed to developing the tax system and strengthening a customer service culture while continuing reforms aimed at building greater trust with the business community and creating a more attractive investment environment through tax incentives and simplified procedures. The Prime Minister also witnessed the launch of a new mobile application for real estate transactions designed to make tax-related services faster and easier, including for expatriates in cooperation with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Finance Minister Ahmed Kujuk said the government's approach is centered on simplification, digitalization and fully integrated electronic tax services with the aim of improving compliance, attracting new taxpayers and supporting productive and export-oriented activities. Officials said the new premium tax centers represent a qualitative step toward providing more efficient, flexible and digitally enabled services.
Well, to shed more light on this, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by our prominent guest, Dr. Mohamed Mokhtar, economics expert. Dr. Mokhtar, great pleasure having you with us.
Yes, very, very glad to join your program for today.
It's always debatable concerning the taxes and how much taxes we're supposed to pay, when, and the percentage of taxes and the services we're getting against the taxes we're paying. So while the government is actually exerting great efforts to make a sort of a hard equation between the benefits of the citizens and the country. So how do you find the new amendments of the tax services law?
Yes, of course, regarding to the globalization and to get things easier for everybody is concerning about the taxes. We found several solutions regarding that issue. The government working and do several efforts regarding to that point to dedicate the easy things to everybody is using or to be using the taxes or to pay the taxes by having mobile applications, by having several types of supporting regarding to the tax file, as we could mention regarding to that.
Yeah. We are talking about the transactions and the digitalization and the new application which the Prime Minister inaugurated as well in Alamein. So talking about beyond convenience, and how can greater reliance on electronic services can contribute to transparency and to attracting the citizens to participate and to contribute to the new system?
Of course, if you would like to gravitate investment, if you would like to increase the economy, and regarding this very important point to any country, Egypt had to do several efforts regarding to that. As you did mention in your question, that to be having nothing Alamein fixed regarding to that, and the Ministry of Tax and had to special financial had to do several efforts regarding to that to be finalized easier. If anyone would like to have owning a project, owning investment, and of course all the new the digitalizations and also regard to anybody would like to invest or to have a project from the small projects to the big projects must be several easier in that point. Regarding to that, what we haven't seen that using the all type of digitality and all type of easier from home or anywhere to spend or to pay your taxes, to do any taxes requirement, and to see all of that on the system, and very secure system also to be using to all type of clients of taxes. And of course, there is several, projects and investment will be with the tax department regarding to that issue.
Yeah, Dr. Mokhtar, we're talking about a hard and tough competition between Egypt and the other countries in the region, like Dubai, like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, etc., in providing the investors always with the many facilities and and always simplifying the procedures and taxes paying system, etc. How, your point of view, the new tax services system is supposed to contribute to enhance the business environment and the climate of business?
Yes, of course, it's a very important question, and the key and the solution is the easier for any investor, as you did mention in your question. And of course, one of the today would have the Qatari Union with businessmen will have a conference and meeting for today and all type of investors in the Gulf area and other. If you don't have this several type of facility and easier facility, we will have difficulty to increasing our economy, increasing also our development and opening development. This is the tool. This is the key to get easier to any investor and have several points to be gravitated and attacking any other market, to be one of the global and opening markets, to have facilities, to have supporting, to logistics, and of course the taxes to be easy to pay. And this is one of the gaining source to the Egypt government to be having to complete the invest and completing, updating in several internally and externally projects.
Yep, you're right. And looking ahead, what should the key priorities, your point of view, for the next phase of the tax system reform to ensure that this system becomes simpler, more efficient, and more responsive to the taxpayers?
The key. Achieving the quality, and the quality in taxes to be given an ear and an eye to the client.
Yep.
And
or assuring what they will get against paying such taxes.
Yes, of course. And
out of services.
And putting all type of upgradings of ideas and solutions to be fast to the system, to easier for all investors, especially the big investor and the small investor would like to be invested or to become one of the Egypt market, to be in an Egypt market. And I believe we have all the giving from God to be all the things to be have the smart connection point in the whole world, starting from Egypt.
Yeah. A very essential thing is actually concerning the tax system reform, the debate that had happened concerning imposing new taxes on the bourse or the stock exchange, stock market, concerning the capital taxes, and how you find the timing of imposing any tax charges, etc. How it's essential in a time we are talking about geopolitical turbulences in the whole region, and the investors could hardly get wind, and that's why how we are supposed to encourage them to invest more and then to ask them to pay taxes later on in the right appropriate time.
See, the thing is, when you controlling about the taxes files, and to be as one file for any investor. This is the easier, how to get the things easy. All right, and I believe them, the Texas Department and the financial minister had to do several trainings and awareness and in media and other, especially on several platforms. And one of the important things from Line TV, by the way, also to put awareness for all the investor and all the needs of the tax file, and get supporting and easier to them to pay in one point. It was before several ways to pay. I mean, it's now you go to the website and you're able to controlling about your taxes in one way, in one, maybe it could be in one step. But of course, it still needs more effort, and I believe it's going to the right track. And what had become add from the tax file, it will be very great to opening good opportunities for any investor to become and to be in our market.
Yes, Dr. Mohamed Mokhtar, economics expert, many thanks for your insights and views and for being with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, short break and we'll be right back.